Welcome to my wonderful world of sales and marketing. Now, what do you think of when you think of sales? Some people think of used car salesmen. What about trickery, snake oil? But at the end of the day, sales is everything. If you don't know how to sell yourself, then you cannot prosper, whether you're an employee, whether you're a businessman, or whether you're an entrepreneur. You know, Peter Drucker says there's only two things when it comes to business. That is innovation and marketing. At the end of the day, you've got to constantly come up with new ideas, and then you've got to take it out to the market. You've got to persuade and sell the market into actually investing in it. Robert Kiyosaki, he wrote the book, The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He basically said that if you do not have sales in a business, you have nothing. And because of that, even though he was quite shy, he got a job at Xerox, teaching himself to go out there, become a salesman, knock on door to door. And that's how he actually taught himself. He went to Xerox because they had one of the best sales training programs. And I mean, we can safely say he's been one of the most successful entrepreneurs over the last 20 years because clearly he learned how to sell. Because, you know, my belief system is that if you can't sell, you've got major, major problems. Whether you're a multinational company or whether you're an army of one, what I'm about to share with you is a vision, it's a passion, it's a dream. It's based on my own personal success, but it's also based on those people that I've surrounded with myself with. But most importantly, I would like to give you the belief that you too can be great at sales. Give you the passion that if you really understand the skills and the strategy, you can literally have the keys to your freedom in your life. So how are we going to do that? Well, we've got a recording over to the right hand side there. If you literally download it, it's Tony Robbins interviewing Chet Holmes on 4 ways to double your sales. One of the things is you can literally take your business right now and take exactly what you're doing and you can be 9 times more effective. How would you like how to do that? Well, you can learn. There's 4 different ways to double your sales on the recording. Now there's actually 12 different ways in total, but there's only 4 on that recording. But that's really where we come in. My question to you is sales a science or an art? Who says science? Who says art? Well, very, very interesting. It's both. You know, Dr. Hunter Stryer and I have done a lot of work on this. There's basically 7 different levels to sales. The first 4, it's a science. It's like a recipe book. If you go out there and find the most successful people, you can literally copy them and you will get the same results. However, the next 3 levels, levels 5, 6, and 7, that's the art. That's where you bring your personal blend. That's where you bring your personal know-how in terms of what it is that you're actually doing. And if you do that, that's how you will be able to build into a fantastic sales professional in terms of actually where you are. Based on the fact that sales is a science, and if you can go out and find the most successful people in the world and copy them, just like when your mother gave you a recipe book and taught you how to cook a roast chicken, and granted the very first time you cooked it, you were probably only 80% as tasty as your mother, but were you able to cook a chicken? Well, that's a system, ladies and gentlemen. And based on both the science and the art, the double your sales, we have a system. We have a system that you can be, whether you're a one-man band, whether you're a multinational, whether you're a sales manager, whether you're a sales professional, whether you literally are a businessman or an entrepreneur. We have a system to help you double your sales within 12 months. Now, how does that work? And more importantly, who are we to say that? Well, firstly, Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is the business billionaire. He's the father of life and business coaching over the last 30 years. He built his reputation by working with some of the most successful people, from American presidents to Princess Diana to Nelson Mandela to the greatest sports stars to financial traders. But the one thing that defines Tony Robbins is that he's all about getting results. Now, he partnered with Chet Holmes. Chet Holmes is what used to work for Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger is Warren Buffett's business partner. Chet Holmes managed to double the sales in 9 of their divisions. He went on to start his own company, working for 50 of the Fortune 500 companies, the biggest companies in America, and he managed to double the sales in almost all of those companies. One of them being Homex, the biggest developer in the world. That developer literally sells 70 homes a day. And when Chet came in and worked with them, he was able to double their sales within less than 12 months. They're on the FTSE 100. They're one of the biggest companies. They're the second biggest company coming out of Mexico. They build homes in Mexico, in India, and in Brazil. And he helped them double their sales. What is possible for you? Dr. Hannes Dreyer, one of the most successful wealth creators globally, he also has a system. He managed to literally retire financially free at the age of 36. He became in the top 1% of the top 1% of the world when it came to financial planners. And the reason being, at a young age, he learned a system, he implemented the system, he got the results, and he became the best in the world. And then myself, by the age of 32, I'd certainly had my ups and downs in business. I've been liquidated, but at the age of 19, I started a business. I've experienced the downside. I've spent over R1 million, in marketing budget and got naught sales, but I've also had phenomenal success. By the age of 32, I built a business that did 1.6 billion in international sales. We dominated in South Africa, in Australia, and in the UK. Sales is something I love. Marketing is something that I love. I'm passionate about it. And I like to travel all over the world. Last year I spent over 500,000 Rand literally traveling all over the world to learn from the best, because I believe that globalization is what it's all about. You've got to think globally and yet act locally. The world is a global village nowadays. You literally have to do whatever it takes to learn from the best internationally. You've got to model them, then you've got to implement it, and then you will get the results. And that's how we designed the W Sales Workshop. The W Sales Workshop is a one-day interactive course. There's 3 parts to the W Sales Workshop. The first is we give you all 12 skills and strategies. Most people, as Chet says, are trying to do 4,000 different things in business. We're going to teach you how to do 12 things. And if you do them 4,000 different times, you will literally be able to double your sales in less than 12 months. We then have W Sales Mastery. W Sales Mastery is a webinar. It's a 15-week interaction, because repetition is the mother of skill. That helps you take the W Sales Workshop and actually have the mastery. But I forgot a little bit on the W Sales Workshop, because there were 3 parts. The first part is the 12 skills and strategy. The second part is we will motivate you. The third part is we will give you the belief that it's possible. We'll scientifically prove to you how you can literally double your sales in under 12 months. And then lastly, we'll leave you with a plan. You will literally leave with a plan as to how you can double your sales in under 12 months. That then brings us on to the W Sales Mastery, which is an integration. Harvard has a study, you'll be 400% more effective if you work with a coach in terms of getting results. And so we created W Sales Mastery. We go into the 12 skills, we go in more depth. We have coaching to make sure that you actually take what you've learned and you implement it. And then we've got 3 bonus sessions, because our system is the 12-12-12 system. 12 skills, 12-week integration over a 12-month period, so that you double your sales within 12 months. And at the end of the day, we all live in an information economy. We live in a knowledge economy. There's so much information and knowledge which is out there, but we are looking for wisdom. We are looking for things that have been tried and tested. And what I am sharing with you comes from the best in the world. It comes from the best in South Africa and from the best globally. And what you've got to do, you've got to learn from them. You've got to model them. You've got to implement them. Because most importantly, it's been tried and tested. It's been implemented in armies of one, right through to Fortune 500 companies, and it's helped them double their sales. So what is possible for you? At the end of the day, I want to invite you on a journey. I want to invite you on a journey that you can literally look to change your life. I started on this journey many years ago, but when I went overseas 2.5 years ago and learned from the best, it changed my life. I now get to live on the beach here in Cape Town. I get to go to New Zealand to watch the Rugby World Cup. And while I was in New Zealand, my team made me over 560,000 Rand. It's absolutely phenomenal what is possible when you implement these 12 skills and these strategies. It'll take pig-headed discipline. But at the end of the day, if you're willing to put in the commitment, if you're willing to implement just 12 skills and strategies, you can change your life. You can literally have the keys to your freedom. Whether it's more time with your family, whether it's more international holidays, whether it's more free time for yourself, whether it's financial freedom, whatever it is you want, if you become a master at sales, you will have the keys to your freedom. So I want to invite you, go to the right hand side of the page, download the free recording where Tony Robbins actually interviews Chet Holmes on 4 ways to double your sales. And I've got some stuff there too on what we can add. Take a look around the website. You can see the W Sales Workshop. You can see the W Sales Mastery. For those of you who can't make it to a live workshop, there is actually a DVD recording that you can also purchase. Along with the free gift, I forgot to mention, there's actually 6 parts lower down in the website. If you literally to the right, down lower. What we've done is there's 6 parts where I've taken 6 video clips from the Double Your Sales workshop. Some of the stuff that I think is most important to you, and I've given it to you for free. Go and click on them, go and watch, go and learn. Just by learning those skills and strategies, it'll make a huge difference on your life. That's on us. That's a gift, because we are all about helping you. Because the more we can help you get results, the more success you will have in your life. As Zig Ziglar said, if you can have anything in life that you want, as long as you help enough other people get what they want. So enjoy the videos, and I look forward to your feedback. And once you've stepped up from Double Your Sales Workshop through Double Your Sales Mastery, that's when you move on to Business Mastery. And once you've got those 3 keys, it's just like learning to drive a car. You start off, you go and do your learner's test. You actually physically read a book and write your test. But can you drive a car? No. Through repetition, you go out and you get taught how to drive a car. Mirror, mirror, check, check, blind check. And you get your learner's license. But can you still drive a car? No. But nowadays you can drive a car. Nowadays you can drive talking on your cell phone, playing on your laptop, maybe putting your makeup on. The reason being, repetition is the mother of skill. It is literally within your subconscious. You've done it so many times that it happens naturally. And that is the journey we're going to take you on. That is the journey that I would like to invite you on, where sales and marketing, business, sales and marketing, we help you achieve mastery. Because when you achieve mastery, whatever you want in life can be yours. It's the keys to your freedom. But it's only for action takers. Go and download that free audio. Enjoy the journey. At the end of the day, as Tony Robbins said, your destiny is determined by the decisions you make and the action you take. Enjoy and live life to the full, because no matter what you want in life, it's possible.